Hello students, today we will be doing part 3 of logarithm. So this will be part 6 of chapter 1 but part 3 of logarithm. Today we will be knowing about the anti-logarithm of a number. Now why anti-logarithm is needed? Suppose we have to find the logarithm of any number. Suppose x is equals to 53.978. Suppose in the form of logarithm. So what we will do? We take log of both sides. So log x equals to log of 53.978. Okay. Now this characteristic we find. So for characteristics, I have explained either expressed in scientific notation, and then the power of 10 is the this characteristic, and mantissa we find from the logarithm. Or by seeing also, means if it is more than 1, then the integral part minus 1 we do. So characteristic over here will be 1 point. Now 53 under the means for log mantissa we see the log table. Under the row 53, along the row 53, under the column 9 and difference 7 we will be doing. Now suppose randomly I am saying, randomly, it's not that I am saying that this only we are getting. Okay, let us see. 53, let me see, 53 is under the column 9, 7316, and difference what we have to see, 7. Difference we have to see 7. It is 6. So I'll be adding it. So this is 7322. So log of x is equals to 1.7322. But x value we are not knowing. So actually x value will be equals to anti-log of 1.7322. Okay. Now for the anti-log also, you are provided one anti-log table at the end of your book, so that you will be seeing to find the anti-log of this. Now what is anti-log? So we can say anti-log is the reverse or the converse or the reciprocal of logarithm. Okay. Now before explaining anti-logarithm or the algorithm of how to find the anti-logarithm, children, one thing you keep in mind. Suppose any number is 0.03578. Now if we write this in scientific notation, this is 3.578 into 10 to the power minus 2. So characteristic over here is equals to minus 2. And by finding mantissa, suppose log of this number, log of 0.03578 is coming as minus of 2. Characteristic is this much, and mantissa part is coming as suppose 7297. I am not knowing. Okay, 7297. Now over here we are, if I write any number as minus of 2.7297, means this whole number is negative. This number is minus of 2 plus of over here 0.7297, means both the numbers are negative. But we know that mantissa part is never negative. Mantissa part is never negative. This part cannot be negative. So what we do, if the characteristic is minus 2, this is positive, so we write this as this minus 2 we write as 2 bar. This also I have explained. But in the question, I repeat, this 2 bar means this characteristic is negative and mantissa is positive. But in the question, if it is asked find anti-log of minus of 2.7297. Okay, same example I have written, but this minus I have written on the left of minus. Then this number is negative along with the decimal. Then this whole number is negative along with the decimal. Here this characteristic is negative and the decimal is positive, mantissa is positive over here. So we will be finding if the number is given in this anti-log, we will be finding accordingly. I will be explaining how to find. And if the number is given like this, first we will make the mantissa positive. First step is to make the mantissa positive. For that, what we will do is we will be subtracting this from subtracting 1 from here and adding 1 over here. Means just see over here, this I can write as minus 2.7297. We can write as minus 2 minus of 0.7297. This I can write as minus 2 plus 1. Minus 1 and plus 1. Okay, and minus 0.7297. What I have done? I have subtracted 1 and I have added 1. Now this subtraction 1 will give over here minus 3 plus, and this will be 1.1234, and over here 7297. Subtract it. 10 minus 7 is 3, 9 minus 9 is 0, 9 minus 2 is 7, 9 minus 7 is 2. Okay, so we are getting over here 3 minus of 3 plus 0.2703. So now you understand, we have got this negative characteristic, and now the decimal part we made positive by subtracting 1 and adding 1. So now this my number is minus of 3 plus of 0.2703. So we will be finding now, and if any number which is given negative, the whole number is given negative, we make the decimal part positive by subtracting 1 over here and adding 1 to the decimal part. Then 1 minus of decimal part will be a positive decimal for anti-log. Okay, over here I am going to explain the algorithm of the anti-logarithm table. Let us proceed on now. So what is anti-logarithm? I have written the definition over here. So we can say, after all this discussion, that anti-logarithm is the inverse process of logarithm. Anti-logarithm is the inverse or the reverse process of logarithm. Whatever we do in logarithm, the reverse we do in anti-logarithm. Why anti-logarithm is needed? That is explained right now. Now suppose over here log of any number is m, then we will write that n equals to anti-log of m. Then n is called the anti-log of m. I have again written over here, if log of n equals to m, then n equals to anti-log of m. We can, whenever it is written like this, we will be writing n equals to anti-log of m. Okay, final answer, n equals to anti-log of m. Now how to find the anti-log of m? To find the anti-log of a particular number m, where m is the given number, we find anti-log for mantissa part only, where after the decimal whatever is the number, for that only we find the anti-log. The characteristic, over here I have written, the integral part or the characteristic is used in finding the number of the digits in the integral part or the number of the zeros on the right side of the decimal part. Means whatever is the characteristic, it helps in making the decimal point to the right or to the left of the number which we have obtained from the anti-log table. So I repeat, anti-logarithm is the inverse process of logarithm. If log of n equals to m, then n equals to anti-log of m. This point you keep in mind, we find anti-log for mantissa part or decimal part. The characteristic part is used for finding the number of the digits in the integral part or the number of the zeros after decimal and the first non-zero digit number. So let us write the algorithm of anti-logarithm, or how to find the anti-logarithm of a given number. I am writing the algorithm or the steps. You can note down. So the algorithm to find the anti-logarithm of a given number, I have noted down over here. Let us understand it. Let the number be any number. Suppose it is m. Now if m is negative, if the number is negative, make the decimal part positive. Suppose the number is minus 2.7984. So I have explained how to make this decimal part positive. Before this I have explained how to make the decimal part positive. So by an example. So make the decimal part positive by subtracting 1 from the integral part and adding 1 to the decimal part. This has been clearly explained just before. Now see the anti-logarithm table. Now the same step which we follow for finding the log of a given number, we follow the same step for finding the anti-log of a given number. But that given number is, keep in mind, mantissa part only. The characteristic part is used to put the decimal or the number of the zeros, or after which number we have to put the decimal. Okay. So find the anti-log table as you have find in the log table, the same thing, but only for the mantissa part. But for mantissa part only I have written. Now after writing that, now see what is the characteristic. Now characteristic, suppose it is n. If n is positive, suppose it is n is 3, 4, 5 and so on, then insert the decimal after n plus 1 digit. Keep in mind, in characteristic, if to find the characteristic, what we used to do, suppose the number is 3564.384. So characteristic is 4 minus 1, 4 place minus 1. So characteristic is 3 over here. So similarly, it's just since anti-logarithm is just the reverse. So what we will be doing over here, n minus 1 we are doing, here n plus 1 we are doing. So insert decimal after n plus 1 digits, and if n is greater than 4, because whatever we will be getting from in the anti-logarithm, since we are seeing for this mantissa part only, so we will be getting 4 digits. Now if n is greater than 4, then write zeros on the right side to get n plus 1 digits. Okay, suppose it is 5.6794, and in this from the anti-logarithm table we have got, suppose 7894. Okay, we have got 7894, and over here characteristic is 5. So we will be putting the decimal after 5 plus 1, that is 6 digits. So 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, we will be putting the decimal over here. I think you understand. Okay, okay. Now if n is greater than 4, we have discussed. Now if n is negative, that is characteristic is n bar. Keep in mind, characteristic is n bar. The number, if it is minus of n, if number is minus of this much, we will make this decimal part positive. Okay, by subtracting 1 from this integral part and adding 1 to the decimal part. So if n is negative, that is n bar, then insert n minus 1 zeros on the right side of the decimal, and then write the number obtained in step 3. Okay, whatever the number we have obtained in step 3, that is from the anti-logarithm table. And if n is negative, the characteristic is negative, we will be putting n minus 1 zeros on the right side of the decimal. Suppose I am taking an example. Suppose the number is 3.7283. Okay, now from the anti-logarithm table, 7283, the mantissa part, the value is coming as 66734. Suppose it is coming like this. Now the characteristic part is over here minus of 3. So we will be putting then insert n minus 1 zeros on the right side of the decimal. N minus 1 zeros. N is 3. N is 3. So over here 3 minus 1. That is over here we will be putting 2 zeros. So after the decimal, so 0 0. Okay. So the value will be 0.006734. So in more in detail we will be understanding right now with the help of an example. So first understand the algorithm, and no need to learn it, obviously understand. Keep in mind the anti-logarithm is just the reverse of the logarithm. To find the anti-logarithm, we see the mantissa part. Now after seeing the mantissa part, as same as the logarithm table we see the characteristic part. Main is that only. If the characteristic part is positive, the number of zeros over here, if it is positive, then insert decimal after n plus 1 digit. If it is greater than 4, then make it that number of zeros and then put the decimal after that n plus 1 digit. And if it is negative, that is n bar, then insert the zeros, n minus 1 zeros on the right side of the decimal, and then write the number as we have obtained in step number 3. Okay, so now I am quoting an example and explaining how to find the algorithm of a given number. Now let us understand the anti-log with the help of few examples. Here I have written 4 examples. Find anti-log of the following. The first example is 0.7523. Here over here integral part, the characteristic part is 0. The second example, the characteristic part is 2, positive. Here number third, the characteristic part is 1 bar, that is negative, but the decimal part is positive. And in number 4, the whole number is negative. I mean characteristic part is negative and the decimal part is also negative. What we have to do, we are knowing and we will be doing over here. Now what I have done over here is, I have seen the anti-log table and I have written the values over here so that it will be easy for me to see from here. What I have written, along the row 70.75, column 2 is 5649, and under the difference 3 the value is 4. So I will be adding these two. Over here 0.79, along the row 0.79, under the column 2 the value is 6194. Along the row 0.31, under the column 5 the value is 2065. Similarly for this 5428, 0.5428, along the row 0.54, under the column 2 the value is 3483, and along the same the mean difference 8th column, the mean difference is 6. So we will be adding these two to get the value of this for anti-log. So let us find the anti-log of the given example. Number 1, Antilog of 0.7523. So along the column 0.75 in antilog table, under the column 2 and mean difference 3, the value is 5, 6, 4, 9 and 4. So we will be adding this. So plus 4 will give how much? 9, 4, 13, 5, 6, 5. So 5, 6, 5, 3. So its value is 5, 6, 5, 3. Now the characteristic is 0, positive. So 0 plus 1 is 1. So we will be putting the decimal after one digit. So antilog of this much is 5.653. Number 2. Antilog of 2.792. Now along the row 0.79 under the column 2, the value is 6194. So we will be writing 6194. Characteristic is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. So we will be putting the decimal after 3 digits. Number 3. 1 bar 0.315. So we will be seeing over here, obviously 1 bar means the characteristic is negative but the mantissa part is positive. So 0.31. Along the row 0.31 under the column 5, the value is 2065. 2065. Now characteristic is minus 1. So over here n is negative. So we will be putting the n minus 1. Over here n is 1. So n minus 1, that is 1 minus 1, that is 0. So we will not be putting any 0 after the decimal. So its value will be 0.2065 only. I think you understand. Now number 4 is minus of 2.5428. This is a whole number where the characteristic as well as the mantissa part is negative. I mean the integral as well as the decimal part is negative. So we have to make it positive. So this number we can write as minus of 2, minus of 1, plus of 1 and minus of 0.5428. This number is minus of 2 plus minus of 5428. So the same thing is written but minus 1 plus 1 has been done. So this number is now minus of 3 plus of, let us subtract this, 5428. 2, 9 minus 2 is 7, 9 minus 4 is 5 and 9 minus 5 is 4. So 3 plus 0.4572, minus of 3 plus 0.4572. So this is now 3.4572. So characteristic is minus 3 and mantissa part is 4572 with decimal, and now mantissa part is positive. So we can find the antilog. So antilog of minus of 2.5428 equals to antilog of 3 bar 0.4572. Okay. So now we will be seeing 0.45. So over here 5428 we will not see. 0.45 row. Let me see, 0.45. okay, we have got under the column 7 is 2864. 2864. Over here 0.54572. So under the column 7 it is 2864. And difference 2. Difference 2 is 1. So I'll be adding it. So we will be getting 2865. So we will be writing over here 2865. Now n value is negative. So negative, that is 3. So 3 minus 1 is 2. So we will be putting 2 zeros after the decimal. 0.002865 is the antilog value of minus of 2.5428. So I think you understand how to find the antilog of all types of the decimals which I have written over here. Now a practical example will be given. That is an example which will help you in solving the questions in the question papers. So let us proceed on. So one question I have written over here. Using log table, find the value of 352.6 into 0.078 into 0.5943. Now if this question is given with the help of Miss calculator or with Miss normal multiplication, we can do it obviously. But multiplying a big decimal, I mean this into this, again this into this, will take obviously time. So the log table helps us to calculate it more easily. So let us start. So let x is equals to 352.6 into 0.078 into 0.5943. Now taking log of the both sides, taking log of both sides, what we get? Log of x equals to log of this all. So log of 352.6 plus log of 0.078 plus log of 0.5943. I have skipped one step, means log of this much. Log of mn equals to log of m plus of log n formula we can use and can do. That step I have skipped. So this implies log x equals to, now this value we have to see. Now for this first characteristic part, over here 3 number, I mean positive, and in standard form you imagine this 352.6, 3.526 into 10 to the power, over here 10 to the power 2. So 2 point, the mantissa part, over here 7.8 into 10 to the power minus 2. So minus 2 bar I am writing, point. And over here 5.943 into 10 to the power minus 1. So 1 bar I am writing, decimal. Now we have to see this logarithmic table. Okay. So along the row 35, column 2. Along the row 35 is 5465. 5465. And under the mean difference 6, it is 7. So let us add it. So it is 5472. Okay. Now plus 2 bar point 78 under the column 0, 8921 plus 1 bar point 59 under the column 4 is 7738, and under the difference 3 it is 2. So 0 4 7 7. So 7740. Okay, first we will be making this a single number. So now we have to calculate this value. So this we can write as 2 plus 0.5472 minus 2 plus 0.8921 minus 1 plus 0.7740. Let us add this 2, minus 2 is cancelled, so we are getting minus 1 plus 0.5472, 0.8921 and 0.7740. Okay, let us check it once. 2 1 3, then 7 and 4 is 11, 2 13, carry 1, so 10 17, 17 and 4 is 21, carry 2, 10 17, 17 5 is 22. So this one is correct. So this is 2.2133. Okay, so now we have to add this minus 1 plus 2.2133. So obviously this will be 1.2133. 2 minus 1 is 1, considering this as the positive part. So x will be equals to anti-log of 1.2133. Now in the anti-log table we will be seeing 0.21, okay, and under the column 3 is 1633. Under the column 3 is 1633 and the difference 3 is 1. So 1633 and 1 is 1634. So this we will be writing 1634. Now the characteristic is 1. So the value is n plus 1, that is 1 plus 1, that is decimal we will be putting after 2 digits. So x is equals to 16.34. This you can check with the help of this calculator also whether this value is coming this much or not. So this I am calculating with the help of calculator. 352.6 into 0.078 into 0.5943. So the value is coming as 16.3454. So it has given the value till 4 places of decimal, and we have calculated by the logarithmic table as the value as 16.34. So we are absolutely right. So you can see the right now, because it is the first sum, it may have taken time to understand. When you will be able to when you will be understanding it properly, obviously you will be doing it faster than the actual calculation. So till then children, goodbye. Thank you.